The Boston Celtics this time around get Kristaps Porzingis after the original deal fell through with the Clippers not liking the medical for Malcolm Brogdon. So right now going to the Celtics is Porzingis, and it's a great deal here for this Celtic team. They get 2 first-round picks as well in the trade. I know they're trading Marcus Smart, who was the heart and soul of this team defensively, but Porzingis a big-time scorer, but definitely injury concerns have been a problem with him throughout his NBA career is Porzingis. So last season, 23.2 points a game, 8.4 rebounds, 2.7 assists, 1.5 blocks a game, 2.1 threes, and 85% from the field. So it adds another dynamic scorer to this offense over there for this Celtic team. And we know the last 2 seasons, this Celtic team, they've gotten deep into the playoffs, made the finals, lost to the Warriors 2 years ago, and then last season and the recent year, obviously, losing in Game 7 after being down 3-0 to the Miami Heat. So they think Porzingis is the missing piece and could get them over the top. But to get 2 first-round picks in the deal is pretty solid. In terms of fantasy basketball, Porzingis, he's a player that I'm going to probably look to draft in the 4th or 5th round because his points are going to go down a little bit. The touches are going to go down when you got 2 great scorers in Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. But as a third option here on this team, it's definitely a big-time deal for Porzingis and this Boston team trying to take the next step and win it all. And right now they're up there atop the favorites to go get out of the Eastern Conference to make it to the finals with this deal. Now Marcus Smart going to the Memphis Grizzlies. I think his value is going to be bumped up a little bit in terms of scoring the basketball and a little more playing time. Obviously with Ja Morant suspended the first 25 games of the season. So Marcus Smart last year, 11.5 points a game, 3.1 rebounds, 6.3 assists, 1.5 steals, 1.9 threes, and 74% from the field. So Smart over the last few seasons, he's improved that 3-point shooting. We always known he's been a defensive specialist more than anything is Marcus Smart. But now, in terms of fantasy basketball, he's probably a player 8th and 9th round I'm going to target in fantasy drafts. And like I mentioned, obviously with Ja Morant suspended the first 25 games of the season, that's a big thing for sure for Marcus Smart to get more opportunity, more minutes, and more time with the ball in his hands to score. So right now, I like the landing spot here for Marcus Smart. He's a good ball player, and that's the pedigree the Grizzlies needed as well for a playoff push, to have a guy in the lineup who's got a lot of playoff experience, and Marcus Smart definitely has it. So right now, he's going there, and Tyus Jones going to the Washington Wizards, and that's a good move for the Wizards to get a young, up-and-coming guard like Tyus Jones, obviously, who's been solid over the last couple seasons. Good backup over there. Now I'm assuming he's going to be the starter for this team in Washington. 10.3 points a game, 2.5 rebounds, 5.2 assists, 1.5 threes, and 80% from the field. To Tyus Jones last season, he was a top 80 ranked fantasy basketball player, and going into this year with more playing time and opportunity, and most likely more shot attempts as well with this Washington Wizard team. He's a guy I probably target anywhere from the 7th, 8th round as well, is Tyus Jones. We know he's a good passer of the basketball. We know he can hit the 3-ball and a decent foul shooter as well. So right now it's a good landing spot for fantasy basketball for Tyus Jones. And this was a nice 3-team deal for every team here. The only thing that I don't like is the Wizards. They didn't really get any draft capital at all in these trades. First you're trading Bradley Beal, and then you're trading for Kristaps Porzingis away, and you're not getting any first rounders in these deals. Is a little head scratching, but anyway, it's a big time deal, no doubt about it, with Kristaps Porzingis being the headliner. But losing Marcus Smart definitely is a big loss as well for this Celtic team. So after Porzingis deal with the Clippers involved didn't get done with him going to Boston, it gets done the second time around with the Wizards and obviously the Grizzlies added to the mix. So Kristaps Porzingis traded to the Boston Celtics, and we'll see if he can help the Boston Celtics get over the hump. And also we'll see if these other players as well could impact fantasy basketball in their new teams entering the 2023-24 season.